I'm going to teach you geography. In class 6, SST is divided into three parts. One is history, and second one is socio and political life, and third one is geography, the earth, our habitat. And in class 6, we are using NCERT books. So today our first chapter is the earth in the solar system. The earth is our planet, and the soul means soul is from Roman word. In Roman language, soul means sun god, and sun is in the center of the solar system. That's why it is also called head of the family. So first of all, I will tell you, this is our universe. This is our universe. So many galaxies are there, but we live on Milky Way galaxy, and in Hindi this is also called Akash Ganga. So many myths about this, so many stories about the Ganga and the Shiv. All these things you have read in, I will tell you in the class after the lockdown. So Milky Way galaxy, and sun is the part of that Milky Way galaxy, or so we, and the solar system is the part of the Milky Way galaxy. So first is universe, then second one is Milky Way galaxy, then third one is sun, and then earth. This one is universe, Milky Way galaxy, and the third one is solar system or sun, and the fourth one is earth. So let's begin our chapter, the earth in the solar system. The sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial body. So what is celestial body? The sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky, and here all celestial body. What is celestial body? Celestial body is also divided into two parts. One is shining, and second one is non-shining, like sun and star. They are shining object, but the planet, how many planets we have? We have 8 planets, and planets don't have heat or light, so they are in non-shining objects. Some celestial body are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit a large amount. These celestial bodies are called star, and sun is a star. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we don't feel their heat or light. They look so tiny because they are very far from us. Why they are look very shiny? Because they are very far. वो हमसे काफ़ी दूर हैं. Otherwise they are very big in size, but we can't see in a big size because they are very far from us. Now, constellations. So many constellations have you ever seen nowadays? In the lockdown, you saw in at night, you saw the sky, that the night is very clear, the stars are twinkling, and so many stars are playing in the sky. So right now it's the right time, you just see the constellation. What is constellation? You see the group of 7 stars. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different group of stars. These are called constellation. Ursa Major and a Big Bear is one such constellation. Saptarishi. This is the most important. Saptarishi. This is also in Hindi. It means 7 sages. Sat sadhu. Or both, they are in the 7 star, or you can say collection of 7 star. Ursa Major is a big sphere in which such constellation, one of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi. It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. So many constellations. How many constellations? There are 12 constellations in which, like Aquarius, Taurus, Cancerian, and all these things. Ask someone elder in your family or neighborhood to show more star, planet, and constellation in the sky. Children, nowadays we are using so many clocks, watches, alarm, and so many things we are using for time. But in the ancient time we don't have clock. So how we know about the time? We know about the time according to the position of the stars. So, in ancient time, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north directions, and when you know one direction, then you are able to know all the direction. And North Star, and it is also called Pole Star, which is always remain in the north directions. It always remain in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. Look at the Some celestial bodies don't have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. I already told you about the celestial bodies. That celestial body is divided into two. One is shining object and second one is non-shining object. So right now we are talking about planet. Planet is a term which take from the plantai, which means wanderer, and wanderer means wanderer. Wanderer means roaming here and there. The earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat from the sun. The sun is in the center, which is our nearest star. Sun is also a star. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it. Look, our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Planets don't have heat and light. So how they shine? They shine with light from the light of the sun. Some of them have their moons too. Now the solar system, the sun. I already gave you notes regarding this chapter that in our solar system, or we have 8 planets in our solar system, and we live on the earth. We live on the earth, and earth is the only planet where life exists. Why life exists? Because availability of water and atmosphere. And regarding planets, so many things are also in the solar system, like asteroid and meteoroids. The sun, 8 planets, satellite, and some other celestial bodies known as asteroid and meteoroids from the solar system. We often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. As I already told you in the starting of the chapter, what is the meaning of solar? Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Now the sun is in the center of the solar system. The sun is in the center of the solar system. In this picture, the sun is in the center of the solar system, and it is a huge and made up of extremely hot gases, hot gases like helium and hydrogen. It provides the pulling from that bind the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us, because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. It is so far from us that we are not feel too much heat, but in summer days you feel a lot. But what will happen if you come close to the sun? Nobody can go to the sun due to its heat. And how much it is far from the earth? It is 150 million kilometer far from the Earth. Now the planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order to their distance from the Earth, I already gave you in notes ki how you memorize about the planet. So you just learn a one term so that you will be able to arrange the planet whether in the increasing order or in decreasing order, and that term is my very efficient mother just served us nuts. So my am Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So we will discuss or we will explain you in a broader way in after class 10. So in after class 10 that there are terrestrial planet, there are ice planet, and there are gas planets. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in fixed path. These paths are elongated. They are called orbit. They are called orbit. They are called orbit. They are called orbit. These paths are elongated. They are called orbits. Mercury is nearest to the sun. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth twins. Why Venus is considered as Earth twins? Because of its shape and size. It is almost look like at like Earth. That's why it is called Earth's twins. Now the Earth. We live on Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. In size, it is the 5th largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as a geode. It is slightly flattened like whenever you see orange, what is the shape of the orange? At the top of the orange slightly flattened at the poles and the bulges at the center. So that's why its shape is described as a geode. Geode means an earth-like shape. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. This is the only planet where life exists because of the Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. You know that water and air are very essential for us. That's why the life is possible on Earth, and this planet is neither too hot or nor too cold. The air has life supporting gases like oxygen. Because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because of its 2/3 surface is covered by water. It is therefore called a blue planet. It is called a blue planet because of water, and from the outer surface, the Earth appears blue because of its 2/3 of surface covered with water. That's why even India is also called a peninsular country. Why it is peninsular country? Because the water from 3 sides. One is the Arabian Sea, second one is Bay of Bengal, and third one is Indian Oceans. So 3 part is covered by water and 1 part is covered with land. That's why it is peninsular country. So if from the space also, so the 2/3 part of the surface, because of its 2/3 surface is covered by water, it is therefore called a blue planet.